a virtual setting, how do you meet new clients and promote your services?
That's a tough one, honestly. And Trish and Rebecca are probably better positioned to answer this one. We were worried about a slowdown in work and having to go out and drum up work, but it didn't actually happen for the pandemic. So that's good. I think, but setting up those Zoom meetings and I think you have to just focus more on reaching out through email and setting up those video calls and not just phone calls when you do try and connect with somebody.
Rebecca, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with Melanie. This is definitely not easy. There's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a constantly juggling act, in my opinion. I would say that there are a few things we can do to help, right? Areas that we have control over. One is organize and prioritize, right? For example, identify any time-sensitive initiatives, activities, right? To understand that there's going to be trade-offs. We can't accomplish everything in one day. And there's just really so much that we can do, right? Whether it's from a resource perspective, funding perspective, all these external, factors, right, that we need to conflate into our process. 3, I would say lean in and get help. If you have a team of people you can reach out to, don't hesitate to reach out to them. Get help. Let them, delegate, right? And, bring folks together, empower them, right? We don't need to do it all.
And Trish, how about you?
So I am in business development, and it was hard. I'm in staffing, so temporary and direct hire staffing, and nobody was hiring in April and May because most employers were trying to keep their own employees busy and avoid furloughs and layoffs, which, I give every organization credit for trying to get creative and rearrange tasks and responsibilities. So what we did a lot is the gentle reach out. The hope you're doing well. I wasn't selling, during any of this when it first started. For me personally, I didn't want to hear from anybody. I didn't want to hear from a cellular company trying to sell me new services. So it was just a gentle reach out and, trying to make sure people were okay, helping them with their, hey, make sure you're going for a walk in the morning and just being more personal. I did a lot of reach out via LinkedIn. Which is a softer approach than emailing somebody directly because they have control over their LinkedIn. And one of the challenges, you didn't know what people's home lives were with. Maybe they were homeschooling, some of their kids. There a lot of people are at home, all 5 people in the house at one time for a long time, which wasn't happening before. So it was just being mindful, of other people and trying to just be patient. And then one of the other things we did is we would try to meet people for a virtual lunch, and we sent them like a gift card or an Uber Eats and asking them to buy local to help their local, the mom and pop type places stay in business. So we sent them an Uber Eats and said, hey, lunch is on us, just to help everybody. Because again, you didn't know what everybody's personal situation was.